Oh my goodness, are you guys insane? Before we get into today's episode, guys, I need to thank you so much for absolutely destroying 50 likes. That's what I asked for last episode's like goal. The first time I ever asked for a set amount of likes, and you guys came out of the woodwork and absolutely demolished it. So I can only thank you guys so much for that. Today we're going to go for another 50 likes. I'm not going to up the ante just yet. I want to get a bit of consistency and see if we can get over 50 likes back to back. That would be absolutely insane. Get involved down below. Make sure you leave a like. And let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, Sam here, welcoming you back to the Bradford City Road to Glory Career Mode, and today we kick off the championship. We've worked so hard to get here, and finally we get to play our first game away at Wolverhampton, a very tough team, a very experienced team in England. Obviously played a lot of top flight football, a lot of championship football, so they're a very experienced club, and not a club that we should be taking lightly. And we wanted to start off as well as we could in the championship. You know, get onto a winning start, and Chuba Akpom puts us on a great start, looking like Zoko with that goal. I don't want to speak too early for Akpom, but so far he is looking decent. His finishing is a bit iffy, but his physical stats more than make up for that, and he's been absolutely killing it, and he puts us up 1-0 really early on. And the first game of the championship is very important for us. You know, we want to get off to a winning way. We want to, you know, set ourselves how we want to finish, or what's that saying that managers say, you know, begin the way you mean to go, or something along those lines. So we want to win. We want to show people, we want to show we're not just a promoted side that's willing to go back down. We're not just a promoted side that isn't going to challenge. We're a promoted side that really wants to get those back-to-back promotions, and that's what I'm aiming for this season, is that top 6. I don't expect us to finish top 2 again. I really don't expect us to win again. I think that would be a little bit too much. The squad, I just don't think is up to that sort of caliber yet. You know, some squads, you know, were Premier League sides last season. You know, the likes of West Brom, who just got relegated in this career mode. You know, West Brom are pretty much still a Premier League side in the game. You know, the ratings are very high, and I don't expect to be taking on West Brom, demolishing them, and getting first of the league. But we perform very well here against Wolverhampton. We got 2-0 up thanks to Sam Gallagher, and he started off his season quite well as well. He got a vote in the last episode, of course, so we're adding that on to the rest of the... I mean, cups are included as well, if you didn't know. It's every game that we play, and we play every game. So there are a lot of votes still up for grabs, but Gallagher, with already 1 vote, puts in a goal late on in the game, and is looking like he might get a second vote, because I believe he also was involved in the first goal. I could be wrong, but Gallagher performed very well this game, and he's someone that's really got to step up this season. You know, with the absence of Zoko, he's now our main man. He is our #1 man up front. You know, with Zoko, he was sort of I wouldn't say leeching off him, but he was sort of what Sturridge did with Suarez, and you know, Sturridge played extremely well when Suarez was there, but now that Suarez is on his own, that Sturridge is on his own, sorry, he struggled a bit, and I don't want Gallagher to do the same. And obviously they're not on the same level. However, you know, that's sort of the comparison that I can make, and Gallagher does pick up the second vote of the season with a goal and an assist, and that's 2 out of 2 for him, and still no one else has a vote, as we go into our first home game against Birmingham City. Again, another very experienced English club, and that's what we're going to find in the championship. A lot of experienced sides, and a lot of sides that we can't take very lightly, because they will punish us, and Birmingham City is one of those wildcard teams, because, you know, they did used to be in the Premier League, and they used to be quite a successful team, but now they've sort of dropped off, so you don't really know what side of Birmingham you're going to see. Are you going to see an extremely talented side of Birmingham, or are you going to see a struggling Birmingham? You never really know, and we're going into this game very hopeful that we will pick up another 3 points and kick off our home form very well, because that's an important part of a promoted team's, you know, gameplay, is their home form has to be good. They have to pick up the points at home, at the very least, to stay up, and that is first and foremost our main goal, you know, to stay up, obviously, and then it's to try and challenge for those top 6. So, you know, depending on how we start off our season, I guess we'll see what sort of objective we'll have. I'm not sure what, you know, EA's objective was for me, like the actual club's objective was for me. I believe it was finish mid-table, and I believe we can do that. So we're playing some good football here, and the defenders get a bit mixed up at the back. You know, they get a bit bamboozled. They're sliding each other, and Gallagher picks up, you know, the ball that's just sitting there, smashes it, and Gallagher gets another goal. in today's episode, and it looks like he'll get another vote because no one else has really done anything this episode. Not this episode, sorry, this game. And as you can see, the one goal has come from Sam Gallagher. It's a beauty of a goal. He just smashes it. The keeper doesn't know which way to go. He's picked to go right. Obviously, that was wrong. And yeah, we go 1-0 up in the 90th minute here. Tom Lawrence loses the ball to Hancock, and Hancock turns into Xavi and plays a beautiful ball into the striker, who just heads it over Ben Williams, who for some reason thought that that was close enough for him to come out and grab. Poor decision from Ben Williams, not gonna lie. I didn't ask him to come out, so I'm not sure why he did, but again, what can you do? You know, Xavi all of a sudden turned up and played for Birmingham City, and that's what happens when Xavi does. Of course, I was quite upset with that goal, especially in the 90th minute. And then look at Birmingham's pressure now. 90th minute again, and that header just goes wide. So by the end of the game, we could have actually lost it. When it looked like going into the 90th minute, we had all 3 points, and that's how the championship's going to work. That's just how it is here. It's very end-to-end. And it is very, very exciting. It's very close as well. And as you can see, Sam Gallagher does pick himself up 3 out of 3 possible votes, which is absolutely insane. What a start for Sam Gallagher. Can he keep the streak up in our next game, which is against Huddersfield? And this is a derby game, a local derby game in, I believe, what's it called? Yorkshire, I believe, in that region of England. Leeds, Huddersfield and Bradford are all involved in a rivalry, and the bitterness between these clubs is extremely real, and we want to come to Huddersfield and we want to beat them, because I personally haven't played a derby game with Bradford until now, because last season we didn't have any of our rivals in that league, and it's very important for me personally to bring a win for Bradford City and a bit more prestige throughout the region, and I want people to see that Bradford is very serious. But we went a bit more defensive this game, but I'm hearing that we have a camera actually in the away section with the Bradford fans, so we're going to go over to them, we're going to see what the Bradford fans are doing and what they're singing. That is some fantastic support from the away crowd. Bradford City fans singing and cheering along, and Grealish goes for a fantastic goal, and unfortunately he's not able to convert it. But man, those Bradford fans doing a beautiful job of boosting the morale of the players. Of course, we heard them singing in the tunnel, and you know, we're very excited to get down here. Bradford, I mean, we are very excited to get into this game because we haven't had this derby game in so long. I'm sure Huddersfield and Leeds have played each other over and over again in the time that Bradford hasn't played either one of them in a league game. So we are very excited to be in the same league as Huddersfield. I think we're in the same league as Leeds as well. And Isgrove goes on a fantastic run and smashes that ball in the bottom corner, and in 7 minutes we have scored the first goal, and we go 1-0 up against Huddersfield, and they are shocked, they are rattled by the performance that we've put in these first 7 minutes, the amount of pressure that we put, the amount of skill the team has. Jack Grealish and Lloyd Isgrove carving up the defense already. You've seen in 2 highlights, Isgrove was the one who was able to convert it, and look at this offensive pressure by Harrison Reed. He has played beautifully, chips it over the defense, and Gallagher smashes it home to make it 2-0 within 20 minutes against our rivals Huddersfield. And I was over the moon at this point. The fans are going berserk in the away section. Look at them. I mean, absolutely berserk, and it's 2-0 within 20 minutes, and obviously the players are feeling good. We're playing good football. Reed with a beautiful chip ball over to Gallagher. The defense doesn't know what to do. The defender's breaking his knee to let that ball in. So many different things, but that was such a well-worked goal. Harrison Reed, with that offensive pressure, got the ball back, and that's what I love to see, and that's why I love Harrison Reed, because he's got a bit of pace about him, so you can chase down the ball, you can chase down the players, and you can get the ball back very quickly, and he's done very well as a holding midfielder. Here we try and get the ball out as much as we can. Look how many times we nearly get the ball out, but great passing from Huddersfield. It's got to say, they keep their composure. They find an opening here, and it's smashed into the back of the net. Ben Williams, wrong-footed, you'll see in the replay. He's going the other way when the ball is hit. And it, you know, I mean, the movement around the box from Huddersfield, the way they packed the box and didn't let us get the ball out, you know, you can't really say too much about it. I mean, I tried clearing it maybe 2 or 3 times, and Huddersfield kept the pressure on. Sometimes when the pressure's on, you break, you crumble, and unfortunately we did just before half-time, but Huddersfield were able to clinch a goal back. And even right up to half-time, they kept the pressure on. They had a fabulous last 10 minutes. Of course, there, Ben Williams making a great save, and they also get a corner from that. So as you can see, as I was saying, in the last 10 minutes, really made a push to get 2 goals back, which is absolutely insane. I mean, to get that in 10 minutes would have been incredible. Unfortunately for Huddersfield, they could not. And we go into the half at a 2-1 lead. Unfortunately, not a 2-0 lead. That's a very different story if we had a 2-0 lead. But a 2-1 lead, everyone's still on their toes. There's still a lot of nerves around the stadium, because 45 minutes of football can go either way. But we had played extremely well, and I was feeling quite confident. Despite Huddersfield having more possession, I still felt like we played well. Harrison Reed was playing well, Lloyd Isgrove was playing well, and Sam Gallagher was playing well. And here, a beautiful ball from Harrison Reed finds Lloyd Isgrove, who's using his muscle. He's getting pulled down, he goes down in the box, and it's a penalty kick. And that's right from the kickoff as well. As you can see, 48 minutes in the top left-hand corner. And, you know, he's pulled down. Lloyd Isgrove is definitely pulled down here. He's not the strongest of guys, so I don't know why the guy would be pulling him. Obviously, he's going to go down, so a very poor decision from the Huddersfield defender. And we are able to get a penalty that goes to our main man, Sam Gallagher. I really want to cement that he is our number 9. He does have the number 9 shirt this season, and he really is our main man. And I gave him the penalty. No more who wins and takes him. It's just whoever's the best penalty taker in my eyes. And Gallagher last season did pretty well at penalties whenever he got them, so I'm going to give it to him. He goes to celebrate with the away fans. He is our main man, and we're building this team around him and Harrison Reed. And so far, I think the team has come along well, and what a performance this is. 3-1 against Huddersfield. Still early on in the second half, but at the same time, you know, now we can sort of rest a little bit, drop a few men back in defense and play the ball and be a bit more calm about it. And that's one thing that a 2-goal advantage is quite good for. And as you can see, all the way to the 90th minute, unfortunately, Huddersfield were not able to get into the game. We really did shut it off. And right at the last there, what a challenge that was from Grealish. But the whistle had already gone. And as you can see, we win 3-1 thanks to Isgrove and a brace from Gallagher, one of them being a penalty. We ended up with 10 shots, 6 on target, and offensive onslaught. Huddersfield just weren't able to get it. After that 3rd goal, they weren't able to get back in the game. Whatever the halftime talk was didn't work due to the fact that we just scored a goal straight away. And Gallagher picks up 4 out of 4 possible votes, so he's absolutely killing it. He's the only person so far to get EA's votes. You don't know who's gotten my votes, but that's how the league table stands. As you can see, Hull have a perfect record with 9 points. Bradford, Fulham, Nottingham Forest all on 7 points. Leeds and Ipswich make up the rest of the top 6. Of course, Leeds is as well one of our rivals, so that'll be a really big game as well, and they're on 6 points. So as you can see, that is how the top 6 stands and the rest of the league. And there it is. Gallagher has 4 votes, and that's how the MVP running ends this episode. No one else has gotten a vote yet, which is absolutely insane. Can Gallagher keep up this form? Find out in the next episode, which will be coming as soon as I can, guys. Make sure you smash 50 likes. I know we can do it. Now I know we can do it. I'm going for 50 likes again. Get involved. Be one of those likes, and smash like down below. If you're new around here, subscribe. And also leave a comment. Tell me how you're loving the Bradford City Career Mode, because I'm loving playing it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep it real.